Welcome, Sports Nation, to Sports DTM, the sports channel where we call sports down the middle. You can expect the latest in sports news, views, and reviews from our resident analysts. No sports topic is too controversial, and no team or player is above criticism. So just smash that subscribe button and ring that notification bell to make sure you don't miss out on our balanced offering of riveting sports content. And don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment below. Welcome to Sports DTM.
Javian Brown here, Reggae Boy player, and you're watching Sports Down the Middle live. Please like, subscribe, and share.
Hey, welcome to another late tackle. Yeah, late tackle name, late tackle. Yeah, no red card on this. So, welcome everybody to the Saturday edition of the late tackle. Yeah. In studio, we have on my what? All right? Yeah, me right? Yeah, me right. You understand? My brother from another mother, Eddie Gooner from Eddie Vision. Eddie, big up yourself. Say something to the people.
So big up on yourself, people. Big up. Another Saturday. Big up. Episode right now, 23.
All right.
The Jordan episode, 23.
23. And a special guest we have, CC Sports Lab. Yeah, man, CC Sports Lab. A special guest is here another Saturday. You understand? Yeah. Big up yourself, CC. Big up yourself.
Active.
CC says something. You're mute.
Yeah, man. Respect.
Yo, Shaban, check the link. Check the link, Shaban. Boy, Eddie part Latino. All right, big up all of the man them in the place. The link drop, you understand? Whether you're watching Sports Down the Middle or whether you're watching Eddie Vision TV, you understand? You can join, or it's also streaming on CC Sports Laboratory. Yeah, man, CC Sports Lab. And that's the thing there. You understand? So we are streamed from 3 destinations. This is what you call 3 the hard way. Big up yourself. Now this is the Saturday, the Easter Saturday edition, yeah? And we have a lot of things to dissect. A lot of topics to talk about. You understand? So one big up everybody in the chat so far. You understand? We're gonna big up everybody in the chat so far. We're gonna big up Davis Team Aggressive. You understand? Young Cryptic. You understand? We're gonna big up Too Close, 2 Ball. Shavan, big up yourself. You must have Jamaica Family Vibes. Big up on yourself. Yeah, Mr. Porter himself. Big up yourself, Devon. Leroy Bailey, big up yourself. Yeah, man. Big up. Oh, Eddie, look like CC run gone left way. I want to CC. Disappear. Technical detail. All right, so Eddie, what we have to talk about today?
All right, people. A lot of things. Big up Jason going in the building. You can see the title, you see the thumbnail. Mr. Greenwood. We're asking the question, will he be here for the unit? We're asking. Alright? Then we're going to talk about the Reggae Girlz. Big matchup against US. No, English, I should say. The 3 Lions. So the Reggae Girlz is up against.
So we have 3 the hard way today.
3 the hard way. We're going to talk a little bit on Leon Bailey as well. And also the other topics that are out here. And after we want to get back CC online, but anything else you want to discuss? We have a pack show for you today. But
definitely, we have a pack show. Don't know it, but so big up Jason, big up Damian Blacks, young cryptic, big up yourself again. Determined, big up yourself. Ernest Moore, big up yourself. O'Neil Dawkins. That's my middle namesake, O'Neil Dawkins. Big up yourself, O'Neil. Yeah, Jason, big up. So we're going to dive into the first one. You understand? We're going to dive into the Reggae Girlz. You understand?
Yeah.
Reggae Girlz.
And we're CC because we know CC good for the Reggae Girlz too, Isn't it?
Yeah, so we're gonna dive into the Reggae Girlz. All right, so they got some good friendlies coming up.
Yeah, man, USA, England.
Yeah. Some good friendly coming up. USA and England. Those are some good tests You understand? Some really good tests, and I hope they have the full squad. You understand? The full squad. CC, you up and running?
It kind of good and bad for us, you know.
Yeah.
You
All right,
understand
CC up and running.
The two we're talking about the two games that the Reggae Girls have, USA and England. Probably two of the top 5 best team in the world right now. Huge games for us. It's good that we're getting these games, but are we really ready to go against the mighty USA and England? You know, we picked up 3-0 and 4-0 from Mexico. How do you see these two games going?
Well, it's a good
let's talk with the positive first. Let's go positive first.
It's a good test.
Positive?
Yeah, go ahead, CC. What's the positive?
I think the positive is the positives are you get to play quality opposition in terms of the English team and the American team. So you get to play quality opposition, and then you would necessarily get to test at which level you are. So I mean, if you go down to play a team that is of a lesser quality or maybe on the same level as the Reggae Girls, then I feel like then that would aid them. So I think it cannot hurt because you're getting games and you're getting the games against quality opposition. A lot of the times we like to say the Reggae boys are not getting enough quality games because every minute they are playing against Trinidad. And I feel as if we had gotten quality games, we would have gotten a lot of beatings because it's not like we would have been on that level. So I think you have to look at it in a similar way. The Reggae Girls are not at the level which the English team or the American team or France and those teams are. However, if we are crying for quality games on the men's side, I think we should be okay with getting quality games, even though we are losing, because even in losses, you learn. There's a lot of lessons to be learned, you know. So in terms of getting the opportunity to play against these teams who are made up of players playing consistently at a higher level, I think that will help us going forward, especially going into our campaign.
Yeah, and just to clarify, I said 2 of the top 5. As you know, US ranked number 1 and England is ranked number 4 in the world. So in terms of big games, they can't get much bigger than those 2 games at this point. Yes, we want the big games, but it's a slight difference during the season because the gap from where we are on the top is not as wide as it is in the men's game. So we're ranked what now? 47. Remember, the women's game is a much younger game, and the quality is not as wide. You agree with that? From the top teams to the like a Jamaica.
Yeah. So I think
Jamaica on the men's side.
Yeah, as I said, the quality is not far from in terms of the women's on the women's side, because the women's game is pretty much, especially if you really look into it, like the World Cup has been here since 1991, which is like 34 years now, and that's pretty much the scope of the women's game. Because if you notice, Eddie, a lot of these teams started playing like in the 90s in terms of female football. It's only like the American team started from in the 70s, because everybody else, women's football was something that was banned in a lot of countries, and there wasn't much interest in doing it. So I think the Americans, they got a jump start, and by the time everybody started playing, they basically had a plethora of people playing, like 120,000. I know there was something that said between 1972 there was a law that came in named Title 9. Tigat would be probably aware of that law, Title 9, which stated that there could be no discrimination against the sexes in terms of sports in schools. So what they did was open up the opportunity where if you had a male program, you had to include a female program. And that bred a lot of basketball teams, a lot of volleyball teams, and a lot of soccer teams. And then if you notice, in 1991, the USA team that won the World Cup, pretty much the oldest girl on that team was born in 1964. So by the time that law was passed, she was 8 years old. So notice that all of that team benefited from that law, where they were able to get scholarships and able to go into these programs, and they had the training for over 20 years before anybody really took it up. the Spanish Federation never started until in the 80s and never really recognized women football, I think, about until 89, 90. So you find that, I just said, the gap is not that far off because there's not centuries between teams. Like in men's football has been playing from the 1800s, like 1890, 1895. So it's like 100 odd years. But with women's football, you can basically trace it back to the 90s. And the most dominant team has been playing it for like 50 years. So you can really gauge why they are the most dominant as opposed to every other country. But a lot of countries are catching up because, you know, the technology, and it's not that far off. So, I mean, as I said, it's a good thing that we are getting games against these teams, and we can't really complain because we asked for the same thing over on the other side for the men.
And another benefit doing it, gents. The more we play these games, is the more we're going to play games like this. Because we play the high level games in Mexico, Peru. I know that leads to us playing USA, England. Probably that will trickle down to us playing another big side in the future. We've been playing the better team, so I don't know what the JFF is doing, but kudos. You know, we're getting games and high quality games. We're not just playing Trinidad over and over and over again, like the men team. You understand? So kudos to the JFF on getting these high level games, and we hope that we'll get more high level games for the men. You got?
Man, that is true, you know, to get in these big games. You understand? For the Reggae Girls, it's really good, and it really look good. So kudos to the JFF, what they're doing, you know, that these high profile games for the girls and for the boys also. You know, we usually get some high profile game for the boys also.
But with the high level competition, the negative is that we'll have to learn the hard way. We might suffer some huge defeats against the USA and the England, if we're going to be honest.
But remember the program. Well, to us, it was a setback. Yeah, it was a setback. But you understand?
Yeah, worse if Bonnie them not going to play.
I think they'll be playing. All right, so hold on. So big up Simon Preston in the place again. Understand? On a Saturday, you understand? And he's telling us that the Women's World Cup qualifier kicks off in October. You understand? So yeah, man. So we have to get all of them things up and running. You understand? So big up Simon at the place. You understand? So yeah, man. We have to get them. I think we cannot play them the local team, the small team. We have to play some big team. You understand? Because they don't know a back-to-back World Cup will go and we want to go our next World Cup when it comes down to the woman. You understand? So we have to get these games up and running. You understand? All right. So the guru say again, while the men's are all the way to 2026, the FIFA winners are occupied with competitive. You understand? Games. Yeah, like the World Cup qualifying. So anyway, they have some free time. So big up yourself. Anyway, Sylvester, big up yourself. You understand? BM, big up yourself. You understand? BM said that's the JFS just want to make money. Nothing wrong with making money. Nothing wrong with making money BM. Money have to make.
We know they're not ready enough. More likely we're going to lose those 2 games. We know that.
Yeah, but money, but get them more prepared.
Against this
and get them together again. Starting to play.
Remember, go
ahead.
When you go to the World Cup, when you qualify for the next World Cup, we're going to play against these big sides. So this is going to give us a little bit of experience, knowing that, yeah, we know how to play that side, and we know what to expect from them side.
All right.
You know, last time, we broke up Colombia, and a problem.
Yeah, definitely. Sean, it's not a clickbait. It's a question was asked. You understand? That question. But stay tuned to the end of the video, and you hear
are we going to get the answer?
You're going to get the answer. So what's wrong with you? Yeah, Lee Long, big up yourself. Yeah, man. So anyway, so it's a good thing. You understand? The team have to be playing together, playing quality teams together. You understand? So they can make it to the next World Cup. They can't say they play some local team. And when they go to the World Cup, we expect them not to just qualify and not go to the second round, but move on again because they went to the first team.
So we expect progress.
You understand? More progress. So I good them pick up them thing and get back the team up and running again.
Yeah.
You understand?
So,
System-wide.
we don't want nobody to
Yes,
beat the team. When the team lose, nobody to beat the team and I say,
Yeah.
we're not ready. We are playing the top 4 side pretty much.
This is a World Cup team we're talking about, people.
Yeah.
We're talking about a back-to-back.
The runner-up at the World
You
Cup.
understand? Come on, man. Put some respect on the people, on the girls them name, man.
England.
Put some respect.
You know, runner-up.
You understand?
So if
Yeah.
you can lose, there's no shame in that.
There's no shame in the game, brother.
No shame. So we don't want to people them a cuss. And I say, why we are playing them game, yeah?
Yeah,
because complaints that we're not getting the game and when we get the game, we are complaining.
That man said to so. Put some respect. Put some respect. Put some respect on the girls them name. Put some respect. Them need to get these competitions.
We need our world class players ready. Like
of course. We're talking about the girls them go the girls them go back to back World Cup and they make it to another round. I ask them why don't I play the big match here?
No, but I'm gonna tell you, see, that is the problem. You see, to me, it's almost as if because I said something the other day, and I think people make it gloss over. Like when Panama qualified for their World Cup the other day, it was the first World Cup Panama qualified for, but everybody has Panama as this big team. But they say Jamaica can't qualify. If Jamaica qualify for 3 World Cups straight, you know, the same thing will come. People, oh, why Jamaica playing these big games? Jamaica is nobody in football. Like that's how our culture is. Like we don't take the time out to give respect where respect is due.
Of course.
Oh, the nation qualified for back-to-back World Cup, and not only did we do that, we qualified for the knockout round, and not only did we do that, we went up against the greatest women footballer, arguably the greatest women footballer. No, the woman football. I'm saying the nation from. We went up against Brazil. We ended up with a draw, and I think one of the greatest women footballer in the game of football. So some of the greatest players in women's football plays for that team. So for me, when people like, if we're not able to look at our success and say, oh, puff for chest and say, yeah, this is we. Then what makes sense? Like everybody else can when they get some modicum of success, can say, yeah, but Jamaica must say nothing. We should just. Okay, man. I was one of them things there. That's ridiculous. Like people don't understand. We are getting these games because people recognize that we are making noise in football, in women's football. We have made nice waves. As a matter of fact, we probably have arguably the greatest, the best woman footballer in CONCACAF right now. We have arguably the best
Ballon d'Or nominee.
Exactly. And I think if you look into it, she's probably top 4 up there. If you look at Spain and them other countries, you can give them because they're world champion. But when we are produce Bonnie Shaw, Khadija Shah, like why are we supposed to not? When did Jamaica or when did Jamaicans become so? We don't want to create anything now. As I say, Kyle said it in the chat still. We don't rate ourselves. A lot of Jamaicans. In comparison to others, listen, I say this. Other nations are not so humble when they're winning or when they get some success. So we don't need to say, oh, why are we playing these big games? We are going to lose some. Football is a cycle. And when our cycle come back around and we are in the World Cup again, then that's when everybody going to go be. But as I said, Jamaicans are Wagonist fans. It's a Wagonist fan base. They're only up one time you win. You get what I said? They're not there when you're not winning. If you notice in any sport that Jamaica is not really winning, them gone about them business. Yeah,
definitely. Yeah, man, definitely. They need to put some respect on the girls' name. You understand? All right, Reggae Girls friendly since 2024. Chile, France, South Africa, Peru, Mexico, and still counting. Put some respect on the girls' name, man. Put some respect on the girls' name, brother. Put some respect on the girls' name. You understand?
They're not playing a St. Kitts and something. They're not playing the side.
They're not playing some big side. So just put some respect on the girls' name. Put some respect on the girls' name. You understand?
And people, we need, because I've said this, we still need the support for the girls. Then. You understand? We need the support same way.
Yeah, man, we need some support, man.
Pack up the stadium just the same. Because them are do the best. Whether they want to like it or not, them are do the best. What are the 2 national teams, senior teams? They're doing the best. Back-to-back World Cup.
Back-to-back.
We don't know. We still have sing about 98 from now.
Right.
From now. From back then till now, 98.
Yeah, we need to come up with that. Yeah,
Show
we need
them
to change that
some
tune.
love, man.
Yeah, we need to change that tune. The record is scratch. You understand? The record is scratch. So we need to change that tune. So anyway, big up to the girls, people. We can support the girls. You understand? And what they are doing. You understand? Yeah, you don't know sports DTM. I gotta watch along. You understand? We're gonna have some watch along, watch party and all them thing there. Reggae boys and girls supporters club, watch along, watch party. You understand? So yeah, we're gonna support the girls them. You understand? We are gonna support the girls.
Yeah.
We have to support the girls them. You understand? So that's how we're there right now because we support the girls. We love the girls.
Yeah, and people remember to subscribe to Sports Down the Middle.
Yeah.
Subscribe to Edivision TV.
Yeah.
And subscribe to CC Sports Lab.
All right,
You
cool.
understand? And get your JFF Live membership.
Yeah. I want to get the membership, brother.
Get the JFF Live membership.
Get the JFF Live membership. You understand?
Yeah,
Let's get the
yeah.
JFF Live membership. Yeah, but that's a good thing. All right, so we leave after the Reggae Girls and let's go on now straight to the
Leon
Unity Cup. No, Leon Bailey. Oh, yes.
Leon
Full
Bailey,
stop.
hold on.
So,
I wasn't really Leon.
what we talk? Yeah, some we have a little bit of concern. You understand? So we have a little Tegan, you can drive from New York to you need to 12-hour drive. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. We can share the thing. You understand? Elite
Yeah,
Sports
He's the one
TV.
too.
Hold on. Look who in the building. Elite. Hey, yo, you say, yo, brother, we're gonna send it the link. I want to join. People.
Ryan, I was watching him, but him not joining after Ryan stayed.
Yo, when I like how you deal with you now, right? Elite. When I like, send the link there. I don't know where you watch it at. If you're watching that Sports Down the Middle, send the link there. You understand? If you're watching on Edivision, send the link there. Join. We want to ask you some questions. We want to put you in the hot seat. Yo, my brother. We want to put you in the hot seat. Ready?
Anyway, yeah.
All right, so we have a little bit
So what about with Leon? Come here,
What about with Leon?
Once since he played the Jamaica match against St. Vincent,
Yes.
he mash up.
Yes.
You understand?
He has not
He missed the crucial Champions League games.
Yeah.
Aston Villa.
Two
Come back
legs.
now and miss important games.
Yeah,
Them top
2 legs.
four. Them a push the top four. Them a miss.
Yeah, them push top there. They got a good win today.
What happened? Yeah, good win against Newcastle.
Yeah, good win.
4-1.
Yeah, 4-1. They destroyed them. Destroyed
But
Newcastle.
he was on the bench previously. I know he's not on the
I
bench.
know he's not on the bench. You
He's
understand?
injured again.
Yeah, he's injured. All right, Siobhan, this side to join. Him say Leon is okay, so he might go tell say in peace. So Siobhan, welcome to Late Tackle. Say your piece.
Yeah, I just want to comment. I don't really know what happened to Leon. I'm hoping it's nothing major, any major injury or anything. Hopefully he does. He is available for at least the World Cup qualifiers, the 2 matches, and then we can have him in the Gold Cup as well. Hopefully it's because the last game against PSG he was on the bench. So that does mean good signs that he may have passed some late fitness tests, etc. So hopefully it's nothing too serious, and maybe they're just resting him so that he can become better, so that he can get better soon.
You think he's coming to the end of the road at Aston Villa?
I don't like to speculate, but anything is possible. I think based off last year, I think Aston Villa know his worth. But this season, due to injuries, he was limited to some extent. Yeah. So I'm not sure if they've given up on him, or maybe he has given up on them as well. But
he has not lived up to the new contract, the big money. He has not lived up to that.
Yeah, but to be fair,
hold on, Siobhan, can I interject? Sure. All right. Yeah, but I'm gonna turn down the mic. All right, Siobhan. All right. When the beginning of the season, Leon he had some sort of injury. I would say the Coach Emery, still pushing him, been on and off, and he was still playing. Even when he play, he might wrap up and him still play football. Now that we don't know what serious the injury is, he's not playing, not even upon the bench. You understand? He's not upon the bench. So what is happening?
All right.
What is,
So
what is happening?
to be fair, the signings that Villa made over the winter transfer window,
No, you get in there.
those
No, you get in there.
those could spark some speculation that hey, maybe they are looking at a different direction. But I'm pretty sure if Leon, if he does step up now for the remaining, what is it, for 5 games of the season?
Yeah, 5 games, 5 games,
Yeah,
not more.
if he does step up in the remaining 5 games of the season and he puts in some miraculous performances, I'm pretty sure they're not going to like throw him out like that because again, last year he did show his worth.
Yeah.
His contract is so there is something in the player itself. So this season he was hampered by injury. So if Villa has given up on him, it's most likely because of the injury why they've given up on him.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to get up and just say that they've lost all faith in him. Maybe it's up to the player if he wants to.
All right. Hold on.
Somebody ask a question. More answer that question.
Hold on, CC. We have to do this in order, you know. Our thing order over here. Anyway, what you was going to say? Say something.
No, I'm saying 23 appearances, 1 goal, 2 assists.
Yeah.
That not sound like such a injury season. 23 appearances decent with all of the injuries in my mouth. No, sir.
Right, because he was pushed.
He's never been a player to be starting every game.
Right.
Even in pit, him never used to start every game.
Right, and I say even when he was injured, the coach was still putting him out. You understand? He might ban him up and them still have them might put him out.
And I will remember what happened late in the January transfer market. United were after him another club.
Right. You understand?
So he's a bit willing at that point. So we don't
was that confirmed though?
You understand? Yeah, man.
Did Manchester United come out and tell you directly that they were interested in the player?
They're not going to tell me, but then I'm a number. Then I'm a number first.
No, Shabba. What's wrong with you? All right. So,
talks were true. I mean,
no, hold on. We've seen this.
I don't mean make them talk, you know.
No, remember, I know, but the reason why I'm asking, because was it an official thing where Manchester United were interested in the player? Or was it just speculation?
Oh, remember, any transfer that doesn't happen.
One at a time.
Serious interest.
All right. TT, wait a second, back to you.
No, I was saying, any transfer that doesn't happen, people are going to question it. So if it not go through, there's going to be questioning surrounding it. Was it true? Was it not true? Did they really have any interest? So if it went through, then that's when people won't say if there was really any interest, because until a transfer goes through, it's all rumor. So unless you saw the person at the club or anything, it's all rumor really.
Yeah, for me,
so,
all right, is it for me?
Bring up BM.
Number one, who want to deal with this? Right. King say, why are we worried about this player? All right, you know why I worry about this player? Because this player is a Jamaican player.
Yeah,
I want to play one of our top players, and we want him to be playing games. So when it come on to the World Cup qualification, he's in top-notch form. When it come on to the World Cup, Siobhan, he's in top-notch form. So we're not business about other players who are playing with business about the Jamaican players. And he's one of the top players for us. You understand? He's in the top 3 players for us. So, King, we worry about this player. Why he's not playing. That's why we worry about this player. All right, go on.
You also have to a lot. Most persons are still a bit upset with the player based off what happened in the past.
No, we're not business. We step
no, but as I say, but people still at least show the player some respect.
Of course, show him some respect, man.
Yeah.
Show the player respect.
This is the comment you want to bring up, Eddie?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead, Shaban.
Yeah, but I say, while we may not have agreed with what may have happened in the past, just show the player respect. Because the player has made the sacrifices. The player has had his issues in the past, and he's here now. So support. While stop bash the player. You know, if you kill him. yeah, you might not agree with him, but that don't mean say you're not supposed to wish the player well regardless. He's still a Jamaican at the end of the day, and I guarantee if Leon Bailey got the World Cup and score a goal, that you see him when I got jump up and down in your house in your community and celebrate.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
not bother with it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, man, we show the players some respect, man. All right. So
And it's not like him gonna leave and go on worse team. He
Right.
might come out of the Premier League, but he might go.
yeah, my God, yeah, I don't think they're going. Yeah,
Nothing wrong with that.
yeah, he might go back to Germany. You understand? He might end up in a
Might end up like
PSG.
Might end up at Saudi Arabia as well.
Yeah, but you know more ask though. You know more ask. Why is it that when it comes down to Leon Bailey, any other player playing for Jamaica, no, you hear nobody come up with this. Oh, if the player now play, for example, we have Ethan Pinnock where not really get much game time since this season. You know, hear nobody has nobody's saying anything. Nobody cares. Like you know, hear nobody I say. If
No, see, the reason why because of what happened in the past.
Hold on, I say. Because people are gonna be. You cannot hate a man for what him say half of his mind, how him feel. You can't get up and hate somebody that you don't know because of how he feels. Oh, the man feel how him feel, and him have a right to express how him feel. But when he comes on to Jamaica, he's the only player in the team playing for a team that is in the Champions League. Plus, he has played in the Champions League, and we know what he's capable of. There's no scenario that we're not going to be worried about the player, because as we say, we know what he's capable of, and if he's fully fit and we get the Leon Bailey that we want to get, then there's a different ball game. But I don't see the unnecessary hate towards Leon Bailey. It doesn't make any sense. Personal. Yeah. I think it's a lot of personal things, and it just don't make any sense.
Yeah. All right, cool. All right, Chaban, you were saying something. Go ahead, Chaban.
Yeah, I was just saying that I think, I understand what CC say, but I think one of the reasons why a lot of persons may be a bit upset with Leon is because of what he had said, and the stance. Even the same thing, you see, persons are just upset because him say not play for Jamaica. If you want to take a break from Jamaica, so a lot of persons that are probably upset at that. So, but again, the player went through something and he felt as though things weren't going as well. Just as if you're there at your job and you feel like say your boss not doing supposed to do.
Nothing. Right.
Yeah, go make nice as well. So
definitely, I go make some nice. Definitely.
Exactly. So people just relax, man. The player is here now. Wish the player all the best. The only time I wish the best to Leon Bailey or them play against City. That's the only time I wish the best for him.
Yeah,
so
that's fun.
I always want him do well. I always want him score, but just not against City. That's all.
Someone else say no one hate Leon Bailey. Every time Leon Bailey don't get a game, or Leon Bailey don't play, the man injured. Oh, Leon Bailey is done. Aston Villa want him gone. Aston Villa this, Aston Villa that. The last time, man said Aston Villa want Leon Bailey gone. Leon Bailey get a new contract, more money.
Hold on, Patrick Riley. You see, when you're going to say them things, they talk for yourself. Just talk for yourself. Because I know personally people will hate Leon Bailey. So speak for yourself.
Yeah.
Don't try to talk for your next man.
You know the problem I find
since the comments, people hate him.
I think it's because of his agent or manager. Yeah, I think that's all.
Well, we don't really want to go. Well, we don't really want to go. We don't really want to. We're not going to this. We're not going to this. We're just concerned. You understand? We're just concerned about the player. You understand? We're just concerned about the player. So we're just concerned about the player. We just want the player to be played. You understand?
You notice what I say? Since I call Pinnock name, I see much people can't defend Pinnock. How much of them is defend Leon?
Yeah, we see a lot of Pinnock. So anyway, we're gonna big up Chris Smith. Chris Smith in the building, Eddie. Big up Chris Smith in the building. Nitro, big up yourself. Patrick Riley, big up yourself. You have us on Javan, big up yourself.
So you guys watch the interview with Leon Bailey and Yendi?
No, never watch. No, I don't watch those stuff. I don't watch those reality thing.
You know, say Leon Bailey make a point tonight. You know. I mean, I say Leon Bailey know better.
Did you watch it? Did you watch it with your wife, or you just not watch it?
No, I watch it by myself.
Oh, okay.
Leon Bailey say, "Yo, team is important,
Of
and
course.
nobody enough to try to be all individual."
Right.
I mean, I say, but Leon know this, but all it seems like say with Jamaica, I'm try to do it by himself. So I say Leon know better. So why him not do better? And that was the takeaway from interview. Yeah, great interview. Yeah, I agree, Nitro. But the part where him say the team is important. They have to do everything for the team. And he mentioned a lot about the team and the team and the team. Me not see him as a team player that much for Jamaica. Me see him want
Hold
to
on,
do
hold
for
on.
himself because he knows some Liam Bailey and hope people depend on him. So me feel like that he might try to do things by himself a lot of the times. That's why people say I work too hard. He might try too hard because he might do it by himself. He now make the game flow and use him teammates where necessary. So that's the only thing I have to do. Come here, I say with the interview. That's the only thing with the interview I have to do.
But watch out, Eddie.
Yeah,
A
know
man
better,
say,
so just do better.
a man say Eddie Pinnock play 22 game and he only dep on the bench since him injured. Leon Bailey played 23 game and his own is injured. That is the reason why he's not playing. So what is the difference between why Leon is not playing and why Pinnock is not playing? There's no difference there, bro. Both players are playing.
All right, so all we have to do, just respect the players. Them. You understand? Respect each and all of the players. Them. All of them. You see, right now, to me, it's late.
No, natural.
Late
never see it.
Yeah, it's late in the evening, and I want all of the Jamaican, all of the top ball of them up and running for the World Cup. That is just my goal right now. We see all of the top ballers them up and running for the World Cup. You understand? Yeah, up and running for the World Cup. So that's all we want. We want the top ball of them up and running. You understand? We want them come from the east, the west, the north, the south. You understand? Anyway, we want to get them. Underneath the crevice, we want them come out and we want them play some football. You understand? Best 23, best 30, best 11 on the field. Yeah. And Leon, I want our top baller, I want to see Leon out there. You understand? I want to see Leon out there. So definitely, that's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about. Yeah. Yeah, Eddie, what you saying?
Let me read some comments.
Okay.
Them go at CC. Go at CC.
They want attack CC. Wow, Rasta, they want to attack CC.
CC,
Yes, CC.
Probably a wrong example you use.
Yes, CC, the reason why Leon not starting for they get better player. That can be true. But Chris Smith, remember Leon is not on the bench.
The man injured, brother. Chris Smith has the man player.
You understand? You can look at that. You understand? And so all right, so Patrick can say, Eddie, question, how comes O'Reilly is good for City?
I remember you know,
you know what I mean about
that long time. Come to the garbage. I mean, ask the same question, you know.
Yeah,
you're right. When we are talking about
we are talking about
that.
Yeah, man.
A long time you talk about. A long time you say why.
All right, so O'Reilly is a player that played for Manchester City and he scored today. And the question come up. You understand? The question come up O'Reilly. You understand? O'Reilly. So Patrick, we're gonna dive into the O'Reilly thing. You understand? What was the reason why O'Reilly didn't represent the Jamaica side in the under 20? What was the reason? Because surely he's a great player. Or are we still trying to get him to come and play? Now that we see him and play for Big Bad City, it is a good time now to get him for the good time to get him for the side. Can we recruit the young baller for the national side? We're going to take it from.
He scored one again today.
Yeah, all right. Chaban. Should we try to recruit the baller for the national side? Talk to me.
All right. So I have from this last season I've been asking why we not try to get O'Reilly for the junior team. I said I've been watching him for City youth team for the longest while. I know the talent to him offer. But persons always, the thing them always say, yo, we're not gonna get the better English player them. So we kinda say, but yeah, if we could, I would say, yo, try to get the player because he is an amazing talent and every game week where Pep put him on the field, he has shown it. And if Pep believe a player is good enough, who are we for say the player not good enough?
Shano. So who made that decision that the player not good enough? Who made that decision?
I guess
Why,
probably them see the name. Probably them go through the list and say O'Reilly and
No,
think it's an
hold on,
Irishman.
hold on.
Probably think it's an Irishman.
No, hold on.
Man
Hold on. But if he named the part, hold on. If it was me, this is my opinion, brother. If it was me and if the name come up O'Reilly, now what's the where him come from? If you want to say, hold on. If you want to say, no, but you have to ask if it's a which club he's coming from. If you want to say Manchester City, brother,
you have to think, you have to look. When I say
all the match in the ground, brother, all the match in the ground. All of those one are the janitor from Manchester City.
No, bring him. Bring him.
Brother, now bring him. All of them are swing, yo. All of them are clean up the place. I want to see O'Reilly Club, Manchester City. People, come on, man. We have to do better than that, man. We have to do better than that, brother. We have to do better than that. We have to do better than that, brother.
Mayor, someone I say.
We don't have to Fleetwood Town. We have to big Manchester City.
Yeah, big Manchester City. Come on, man.
Mayor, someone I say we might be too late, but they might be too early jumping the gun as well, cause
that's something I'm always hate. That's something I'm always here to see. People always just say things without actually doing anything. Yo, you can't do it. It not gonna happen, brother. Try. There's nothing wrong with trying.
No, there's nothing wrong with trying.
If the man say no, then fine. But try.
Listen what me I say. Sometimes we have to look on this too. We have to look on this too. O'Reilly, yeah, we know him look a good young player, but in the grand scheme of things, because many people are saying we might regret it, but we don't know regret it because the player might regret it too. He might not play more than 10 games for England and he regret it just the same. These are just how things work, you know. There's another O'Reilly being prepared right now, you know. So, I mean, the decision down to if who he should play for, he must look into it and say, yo, which team do I likely? Is either him go bank on himself and say him can start for England over 50 game, or I'm gonna say, yo, you know, so I feel like this opportunity, if it comes for Jamaica, I'm just gonna take it because Jamaica, if with me, Jamaica have a possibility of going to the World Cup, and if I stay and play for England, it might work out for me like Ivan Toney. So there's endless possibilities. So I'm gonna have to make a decision. So nobody can say Jamaica is too late, assuming that the player will be playing numerous games for England.
All right. So
hold on, Shabbat. So Leon, we have been dealing with the comments sometimes. So to stick to hold that point. So Leon Greenwood said O'Reilly said no. All right, before we're going at the point. Say what you have to say. They will just skip going at the part because I want to go. I'm gonna bring up a whole part controversy. So where you have to Shabbat? Go.
All right. In my opinion, and this might be wrong. I believe that persons who are saying that we should not go for O'Reilly, I believe some of those players. I believe those persons just don't want any overseas-based players in the team. That's my opinion. Because there's no valid reason for somebody would say, yo, do not try to get an O'Reilly. There's literally no reason. The player is obviously a talent. And again, if Pep Guardiola sees it fit for him to play for Manchester City, who are we to say the player is not good enough? So the only conclusion that I can...
Cole Palmer. We could be looking at the next Cole Palmer. Who knows?
Just like looking at the next Raheem Sterling.
Yeah. So we have to
could be looking at the next Raheem Sterling.
All right. They say, a lot of people that say, has he represent England yet? No. Has he been called up? No. And they're saying that O'Reilly isn't interested in Jamaica national team. He made it clear from last year. All right. So this is the question I'm going to ask you, gentlemen. This is the time we go for one of the best salesmen who can pour a lot of Kool-Aid in that water and give them to drink and play for them. We see it happen with a lot.
Man, go Kool-Aid. They're thirsty.
Yo, so is it the time we call for the best man in the business who can sell players in Mr. Craig Butler? What do you think? You think Craig could have pitched here for O'Reilly come and play for Jamaica?
He know in that business there. He mean that business of selling players, not making players come play for Jamaica.
No, but he make players come and play for him. Make one of the biggest midfielder, 1/3.
Yeah, but me not get the connection.
No, but he made one of the biggest midfielder, Jamaica representative. 1/3 come and play for his club that is almost on the brink of relegation. You understand? I had no chance.
Hold on, all right. Tiga. This is not joking time. This is not joking.
No, but that's serious thing. The man can't say.
No,
but the man can't say. How many players?
Hey, hold on.
Him rather get the Phoenix players.
Hold on. You see like how Andrew, you see like how Andrew Holness gave Raheem Sterling an ambassador role to Jamaica.
Right.
I would better ask Raheem Sterling.
Oh, so all right, sir. Don't know.
I would say I better ask Raheem Sterling for approach.
We need somebody to sell some sales pitch. I don't want. Want somebody to sell. They want somebody to sell the Jamaican team.
Remember Rico Lewis there, and Rico Lewis get capped for England. So O'Reilly
exactly. So I remember saying Nico O'Reilly would have been grown up under Raheem Sterling as well.
Of course, by myself, brother.
That's what I say. Nico O'Reilly would have been grown up.
Mr. Porter, listen to this comment. Captain Burren normally personally went over to the recruit player. We need a good salesman. I want the salesman we have.
But Tiga.
We don't have that person.
But one of the best salesmen in the business is Craig Butler. On the chart, Craig Butler.
We're not selling nothing. We're not selling. That's the difference. We don't need a salesman.
Tiga. I know everything if you don't turn joke, Tiga.
No, but one can lie. The man, all right. Go on, Shabba.
But they say we need a Borrell.
As I said, Tiga, the more realistic thing, seeing that Raheem Sterling seems to be out of England's eye, ask him. It's simple. Just just ask him. Yo, Raheem, can you do us a favor and try to talk to Nico O'Reilly to see if he'll be interested in representing Jamaica? Because every single match Jamaica play Raheem Sterling, they are stadium. There must be a reason why they are Jamaica watch a Jamaica match. There has to be a reason why. Just think about it. It's not hard. The man already have the ambassador role to Jamaica. Definitely. So utilize it.
Utilize it, sir. See, man, utilize it. All right, so Kyle Walker said Mr. Porter of the league. So you think Mr. Porter can reach out? You think Mr. Porter can reach out to O'Reilly?
Mr. Porter, way up to?
Mr. Porter.
I don't. Mr. Porter, all right. Mr. Porter don't need to reach out to O'Reilly again. Mr. Porter didn't already do what they're supposed to do.
Oh, okay.
I just think the right people need to do what they need to do now.
But you know more know, how do you sell playing for a national team to a player?
World Cup.
Tournaments
like the World Cup.
No, may I say World Cup. The reason
World Cup.
Nation League. I want to know genuinely if it is that people mean give them piece of land, give them a house, give them.
You can't do that.
No, but you got them talk to me here so many times. Like that's how me I read.
No, you don't have to give them the land. The World Cup is the thing. Do you want to play World Cup?
No land.
Yeah. Do you want to play World Cup? Do you want to be a part of history? You understand? We have a nice setup. We have some good players.
So let me ask you a question. So when England come to the player and say, yo, we haven't won the World Cup since 1966. We made a few finals in the Euros. But
England
the next step is, do you want to be a part?
Well, that's fine if the player choose England. If the player choose England.
No. We have a problem if
England don't need to say nothing to a guy.
Right.
England
not say.
Yeah, but may I say, I'm asking the question if it is that Jamaica, you see, selling something is different from groveling, It's two different things.
People, while we're on this discussion, we need to get the best talent out there. We need to get the best Jamaicans that are out there to represent the country. This is where we're at. You understand? The best talents out there. All right. So for the one that are playing the domestic league, you understand? They're out there. We have them already. We don't have to sell them nothing because them have the pride that we have them. But there are some that are away. There are some Jamaicans that are away. You understand? And we need them to come back. We need them to bring them back home. You understand? We need them to represent the country. So that's why we're on the topic. Like, we see a man like O'Reilly, he's out here. You understand? Him last. Who want guide him?
No. The player no
You
last.
need know.
The
Him
player no
last from
last.
Jamaica.
Him
We need to back.
Him no last. The man no last.
Him
The
the
man
man
no
last.
last. The man no last.
The
Yo,
man does
the
the
man
man
last.
vibes. The man
In
does
the-
a free or something else. Him not
Yeah,
last.
we want to bring him back. We want to bring him back to the fold, brother. We want to bring him back to the fold. So this is why we're on it. We want the man, we want the best talent out there. We want the man wear the colors. You understand? And lift the colors high. That's what we want, people. That's what we want. We want the best talent to come and represent
See,
the country.
you see, same thing, me tell you. It's like, yo, me not understand when people say one player. Like me here, one. But as I said,
Right,
before,
hold on. Winston, following said the people from the JFF, this the youth. This seems serious, Winston. This seems serious. Very
That's the
serious,
case, you
Winston.
know. If that's the case, we have to understand. We have to understand. And a man can come style me and then want to call me back.
That seems
the case.
serious. Serious.
If
That
that
is
is the
serious.
case.
So anyway, that's how we want.
see all this
We
man
want
now,
them-
Chris Smith. Jamaica turned down Michael Antonio when it was 22. If it is it
We
like
know
we
that, we know
always
that,
have
we
this
know
thing.
that.
Well, I know we always have this thing where it's like there's a God-given right for a man that the both people can say yes. So the player, watch it, look into it now. If Jamaica turned down Michael Antonio at 22, Jamaica had no right to turn down Michael Antonio at 22, right? But if Michael Antonio turned down Jamaica at 22, Michael Antonio have all the right to turn down Jamaica at 22. You see how ironic these things are? I'm not saying Jamaica should have not called him, you know. But it's time we just come over for them thing away. Oh,
Yeah.
Jamaica turned down the player at
Right.
17. But when the player turned down Jamaica, nobody knows say nothing because remember that the player is thinking about the next country as well and then born in this country.
We have to understand
Like-
that business. That business.
That business.
Yeah, that man said double standard.
But
brother.
we want the people them out there to just nobody turn on the play. When you see some players come play for them from away anywhere at all, if they might come from Arnett Garden, if they might come from Waterhouse, if they might come from anywhere, don't turn back the players them, man. You understand? Make the players them play ball, man. Make the players them play some football.
You got you turn on a player. If you play have him passport and him a play football and him eligible, right?
Right.
So what is turning down a player? Turning down a player means that the player is eligible to play,
So
have documents to play, and you don't select the player and the player is performing.
Yeah.
That's
Jack
turning
said
down
the
the-
problem is the JFF. They seem to have short-sighted in the past. But I hope them get some glasses. 2020 vision. You understand? So we're going to see what's going on. So we need some players. We need the best players around town. You understand?
Here,
And
here
we need
narrative.
we need the best players them around town, people. We need the best players them around town. Yeah, man. We need to pick them up around town. And we're here to see. We're here to when we watch a match. You understand? Let me tell you what this is my opinion. I'm here to watch a football game. You understand? And then the commentator say, "Oh, this player is playing for a certain country and he has Jamaican descent and all them stuff there." Because they do say it. The commentary them do say it. The commentators them do say it. And I say, what? Everybody could represent Jamaica. Why not represent Jamaica? What we never do? Why we never invite the players? Why we never try to give the players some ackee and starfish and roast breadfruit? You understand? Why we never try the people some jerk chicken?
You know, I don't think we have.
Yeah.
I don't think we have the right persons in charge that can spot talent from early.
Yeah.
The talent identifiers, we not have them, and that's the main
Understand?
problem.
Or maybe the talent identifiers aren't really looking
understand?
overseas. They're
Yeah, the
really
people
looking,
them,
they're looking locally.
Exactly. Where them
7
look
miles, 7 miles, the grill, white sand, them want the white
Because
sand,
we
and then
can't
the
have
family.
them talent there and don't use them. I make
You understand?
it don't make no sense.
You know what the JFF when JFF see them talent, then them bring them come, and carry them up on the North
Bring them.
Coast. Yeah.
Sign them up, make them flap, and then whatever go.
Yeah.
Don't use them. Make
Right.
them flap. Give
Right.
them
So bring them come, man.
No,
Bring
them
them
look
by
at art. You have a
yeah.
flap. Me not want
You see me tell you about, you see, hold on, you see me tell you about them people, yeah? Them come on, them say, it's like them find one word. Like, when them in a go to school, teacher never teach them nothing yet, you know. So them find the words xenophobic on YouTube, and all of a sudden, it alone occupy them vocabulary. You should have learned something when you go to school. My argument is this. We need all the best players, right? We need the best players to be playing for Jamaica that are eligible to play for Jamaica. But we have to also be realistic and mindful, say, either party cannot decide that they're not interested. Why is it okay for one party to not be interested and the next party is not okay for them to not be interested at the present moment in time? If a man say I'm not interested when you're 21, well, fine. At 24, I'm come back and say I'm interested. You still have a choice. If the player say I'm not interested at 21 too, and him reach at 24 and him decide to him interested now, he also has a choice. Like, it's a two-way thing. Like, the problem we don't know, as I say, we never really learn nothing at school now. So you want to come on YouTube and learn one word. Them xenophobia. And
hold on. CC, I take it personal now.
Yeah.
Hold on, take it personal. Hold on,
CC. Hold on. We don't want to attack our people in the comment section because we are the people in there make them comment. You understand? All right. So Ernest Morris. All right, we are going to deal with this. You understand? All right. So Ernest Morris said, I believe that if G whatever we know we matter about comes, other young player will follow. So this can be true. What do you think, Eddie? The big ball, what we are trying to get, who soon died and going to the
is the Mason Greenwood segment now?
Yeah, no, it can lead us going because that's our section, because you know our show hour and a half. You understand?
Well, naturally,
it can go in there.
And so Mason Greenwood will always bring in other players. He can be a catalyst to bring in other top players. So it's always good to bring in the likes of Mason Greenwood into the team.
Yes, if Mason Greenwood, everything work out well, iron out smooth. Spray with some spray start,
depends.
And
it
everything
depends on if we qualify. If we qualify for the World Cup, that alone.
That's gonna be another thing. So that's gonna be another thing. Yeah, a lot of players gonna run in. You understand? A lot of players. Shaban, and then we go CC. You believe if this player comes, Mason comes, you think other young players will follow suit?
Yeah, because there's a lot of young players still look up to him, Because basically, when you look at even the players' interaction, a lot of players still support him. And then knowing the talent that he does have.
Patrick.
That's like a segue.
Go ahead, Shaban, go ahead.
Yeah, knowing the respect that the player does have, and then you have a Leon Bailey, you have a Domari Gray. There's going to be a lot of fun. There will be a lot of younger players over in England looking up and say, say if we go over here, we can actually create something. Just like what happened with Nigeria. Because if you're looking at Nigeria, also had that phase, where a lot of players from Europe went over, and it actually made the Nigerian team better. It's just that similar situation with their federation may not have been the best, and things may not have gone how they would have wanted. So that may have hampered them in some aspect. But I do believe with Mason coming, it may drive other players' interest, may pique other players' interest. One player in particular, even a Mason, even a Omari Ochinsu, maybe we might see. Well, I don't think Omari can switch. Well, I don't know. Maybe if he can switch again, maybe you see him come back again in the future. So you have to look into all of that as well.
All right. So, CC, what do you think? You think if big bad Mason Greenwood, you think if he comes, a lot of young players will follow suit? Because me really want the young players to come in. Because when we have the 20, when them the past 25, we can get 2 or 3 World Cup cycle out of them. You understand? So what do you think? You think if Mason Greenwood come, you think other young players will follow? Give us your take, CC.
I feel as if, like as you said, if Mr. Greenwood comes, and especially if the likelihood of we qualifying to the World Cup becomes a possibility. I think it's a combination of two things. Mr. Greenwood coming and us qualifying for the World Cup basically. Because I think a lot of these players are waiting on us to qualify for the World Cup before they make a decision. Something that that's when you might see some of them follow suit. But I think Mason Greenwood coming to play for Jamaica, just like any other player, sometimes players have relationship with players, and depending on how he perceives the opportunity when he comes and play, then he could possibly convince a few others to come and play for Jamaica as well. So it's all through relationships. So I do see a few players getting the coming if Mason Greenwood comes, but I also think it culminates with Jamaica actually qualifying for the World Cup as well, are on the cusp of qualifying for the World Cup, meaning that you need to win one game or you need at least 2 games.
Okay. All right. So with that said, we're on the hour marker. We're diving into the last part, the last segment of the show. And it was asked. Everybody had said, oh, let me see the question. Mark, it's a
man, hold
statement.
on. I'm gonna ask me a question. Say if me did think when them tell Omari for work on him game. I don't know that. I never saw the person tell Omari to work on his game. I never heard that. There's no voice note. There's no. You just word a more thing. You come on YouTube, Chris Smith, and say that.
Man, they
Or
must
am I
hear
to
it.
believe that? I never hear it. Me can't talk. I don't know about.
Okay.
That's the difference between me and you, Chris Smith. I won't say what I don't know about. Just to sell a narrative.
All right. Let's not get personal. Anyway, so we're going to swing away now in the other thing now. All right, my good man. I talk more than Eddie, so I'm going to tell you, yes, Mason Greenwood will not be at the Unity Cup. No.
A lie. A lie.
If not go there, Mason Greenwood not go there at the Unity. We just want to ask a question. No. Everything is not started out with Mason Greenwood as yet. You understand? Everything is not started out. We just need something in the paper. They make another switch every time, make another switch. But what we want to talk about that this young man is on fire. You understand? He's on top form, fine from all cylinder. You understand? He's fine from all cylinder. Score 2 goals today. Eddie, take us what's going on.
Oh, big up. Say a super chat that
Yeah, Colin. Big up Colin.
Big up Colin Quest for the super chat.
Why, Colin, big up yourself. I'm going to share this $20 again. Colin, let me tell you something, Colin. Colin, so when I send the money cards, Eddie I robbed me, Let me tell you the people. Eddie I robbed me the super chat when the super chat go. So guess what? Send it $10 for a feed challenge and then send me $10 per my channel. You understand? Just switch. Just send $10.
Who you send it to, Colin? I mean, you send it to Colin.
You understand? Yeah. So Colin, just switch it up. Just $10 over there, so $10 over there, so. You understand? Yeah. And we can split it 4 ways. 5. You understand? $5 each. You understand? So anyway,
people got a super chat. People send Tigas a super chat.
Yeah, and send me a super chat, people. More than super chat. Somebody send me a super chat. You understand? Send me a super. Yes, go ahead, Eddie. Go ahead.
What was the question again?
We're talking about the farm, the top farm that
Yes, still on farm from Marseille. Had a little bit of fallout with the coach, De Zerbi, over the past couple of weeks. The whole team, as a matter of fact, had problems with the coach, but they seem to be.
He was losing the dressing room.
Yeah, he lose the dressing room. But one thing though, he not losing quality, basically.
Yeah.
Had a little bit of drought, not scoring a lot, but him come back again to show you say class is permanent. You see what I say? So still one of the hottest strikers for me and the best possible potential reggae boy we could actually find. So next 20 years for this fatigue.
Yo, respect to Colin.
Big up yourself, Colin.
Big up yourself, Colin.
20 each. Not say a word, man. Active.
So none for Shavan? How would the box go on?
Nothing for Shavan. No, Shavan. You need that chat.
A joke, man. A joke, man.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah,
But
so
Tiga,
people still
Mayor
top of
Chris
the
Smith,
class. Go on again. Go on.
oh, you not hear me?
Go ahead.
May I say something they say something that Chris Smith has said Jamaica, the coach for Ben Godfrey said Jamaica would be a fool to turn down Ben Godfrey at 15. So my question is, does Ben Godfrey play for England right now? I think he's 27. Is he playing for England?
Nope.
Yeah.
He's not playing for England. I think he started in the last Euros. Didn't he?
Who that? Ben Godfrey?
Yeah. Didn't he play in the last Euros?
Play. I don't know if he may get game.
Man, he not play Eddie. It's a sarcasm. My thing
Yeah,
is,
man, I say not play.
when man I
Not
go
play.
say we turn down Ben Godfrey at 15. Ben Godfrey is 27 and he hasn't played 3 games for England as yet. Ben Godfrey is a good footballer, no doubt about it. Would you want him to play for Jamaica? Yes, we would want him to play for Jamaica. But turning him down at 15 is not like we made the greatest mistake because he's still available right now. So what is the argument that is there? Because he's not played 25, 30, 40 games for England.
At 15, it's hard to really judge a player. I don't know. At 15, it kind of hard. I don't know.
I don't know.
At a centre back, it's hard to. Is he a world beater at 15? Can you spot that?
That's the thing, though. I'm saying, I'm gonna say a man third. I think we don't know. We don't know what Ben Godfrey could have been for Jamaica, but we definitely don't know. We know he's nowhere near England's plans. We know that.
Based on the quality that England have. Them not seem nowhere close to that, to what them have. You understand? So
yeah, but
in certain cases, it's like difficult for the JFF really to spot the talent. When it's not a talent that is way ahead. Probably Ben Godfrey is on the same level as a Mason Woolgate. You understand? I don't think he made any better than Mason Woolgate.
Yes, he wanted to play youth football for Jamaica, but I'm saying to you, he would have wanted to play youth football for England as well. So, I mean, he played youth football for England, and I think he would have wanted to play senior football for England. He played 2 times, and I'm saying to you, Chris Smith, what exactly happened? Because it ain't like he played 50 games for England. It ain't like he played 10 games for England. But yes, we would have wanted the player to come and play. I don't have a problem if the player is playing good and can come and play.
Hold on, CC, I think I read what Chris Smith is saying. Chris Smith is saying that I don't know how true it is, but just I read what I say. The player had shown interest in playing for us at a youth level, and he wasn't given the opportunity.
That is the narrative. Everybody sure. Check him on them, Shavan. Every single player that is eligible to play for Jamaica, if I listen to them, they say every single player that is eligible to play for Jamaica has shown some interest to play for Jamaica, and Jamaica has turned them down. That is the argument. You know? If you call 100 player name that is eligible to play, you hear one argument. Jamaica has turned down this player. May I tell you? So is it who is telling the truth? Jamaica has turned down everybody when they were young, or did Jamaica not turn down everybody and somebody is just exaggerating to make a point?
Yeah.
Every single player that they talk about,
players just get overlooked. Sometimes players get overlooked. Probably players get overlooked. And like one time now, back then you might have this large database to know who is who. So players are going to just get overlooked and slip through the crack. Yeah, and Bailey does so then that first will
have if a man tell you something is facts, and I hear say them I go from, then can't carry a court, you know. Hear say no go court. So unless you don't have a video of somebody talking.
Some of them man talk like the player them message them and tell them.
Message them personally. Are them grew up with the ball and say, yo, him know the baller personally. Yo, the man them not easy, brother.
We just have to work off
eligible Jamaican.
The article them we read and everything because we have the same information. some people might have a little bit more information, but in general, it's the same information.
Yeah, some people might have a little more information. You understand? And so in general, we just have to work off of the articles we'll get. I would say some of the articles are not really, you know.
No, some of them fake.
Yeah. So some of them fake. So we just have
Remember,
to
may I show you something, Eddie? I'm gonna give you an example. A player played for Jamaica already, and that player wasn't eligible to play for Jamaica. You know, couple player played for Jamaica and wasn't eligible.
Because they want to play for the country. They want to play for the country.
No. So if Jamaica was turning down people, wholesale, like just a turn down you. Oh, you're not good. Just a turn down you. Then how comes you have player who played for us that wasn't really a Jamaican?
Yeah.
That's the question they must answer. That means Jamaica is looking for talent and want people to come and play. Yes, I think things should change. For example, no quota should be a no team. I think things should change, Eddie. But the fact say you have people who have played for Jamaica who wasn't a Jamaican, then it just shows you that Jamaica is out there looking and scouting players.
Yeah.
It just might say at that point in time they were wrong on some of those players.
Young Cryptic, there's a ball. You probably have to Google it. I don't remember the name now. But just type in player played for Jamaica that wasn't Jamaica. And you will see him come up. There's a popular player. I don't remember his name right now.
Eddie, send Shaban the link. Mrs. Shaban drop off. Where then Shaban?
I don't think Simon is in the chat. Simon will not make know the player. But do you know? But with
Shaban,
the elephant in the room, listen to me. The elephant in the room, though, there are still a lot of persons that don't want to see the UK ball at the end. We know that. Just I put that out there. And people don't think it's none of us. T-Gat is not T-Gat, it's not me, it's not CC, it's not Shaban. But there are persons out there that don't want the UK balls. You understand? And we know some of them popular people already. The point is that Jamaica has dropped the ball and recruited in the past.
Yeah, sometimes they did.
It's difficult, you know, it's difficult. And then you have to have the passion to do it. So big up the people that may do it now.
Yeah.
You understand? Big up Mr. Porter them and
Mr. Porter and Marlon and all those people. We are putting the work. You understand? You have to big them up.
Because they do it for free.
And they do it for free.
You have to have a love for this thing.
Yeah, man, they do it for free.
Call people and talk to them every minute about Jamaica. You have to have a love for it and you have to care. You understand?
Yeah,
and
sorry about that.
JFF do have a position where say recruiter. Let me have some couple man who miss the name pop up, but let me not think them a real recruiter. There's no position.
Yeah, man, you're good, Shaban. You're good, man. You're good,
Eddie.
It's not an easy process. It's not an easy process.
Eddie, we have two. Eddie. I realize that there is a civil war with Jamaica football between the man them, the people them who want the local player them, and the people them when they want the overseas players them, and that need to stop. It really and truly need to stop. When I see why we are war.
People there want Jamaicans, whether you're there, yard and abroad. One Jamaican. And people must understand when other people leave, it's because of some uncertainty. So them go it and try to make life better, and them have kids, and if they want to send them kids to come and represent the country, make we accept them. You understand? Make we accept them. And stop going build this big wall, this great wall of China. You understand? Stop building these walls, brother. One Jamaicans. Because I love because my kids them they here. I mean, I love my kids them and say, yo, more represent the country. You understand? Yeah. But I like for them represent the country.
But T-Gat, the same thing that you're saying. I'm on there so right now. We say female born so.
Yeah.
You would love
female represent the
country. But I'm gonna go tell you say, oh, get a youth out of the country. If a youth not left the country, he can't represent the country. That is the argument.
No, CC, I don't think that is the argument. I think the argument is more so.
That's the argument, Shavan.
Hold on.
You can't tell that. Yeah, everybody have
you're not fair talk no more, so brother. I can't fight, you know. Please, no matter talk no more. I'm not fight, I'm a G.
Yeah, go ahead.
I
Chapa.
think the main thing that persons are saying is that they don't believe that players are properly developed on the island. That is merely the argument. Well, not now, but in the past, that the players are not properly developed on the island. Not just footballing skills. They're all around skills. Cause
So may I
we
ask
have
you,
seen it, and there's still evidence up to it now. Or we say players, even though they may have the skill set, once they go overseas, 2 or maybe 3 seasons, you see them back in Jamaica.
yeah, all
Because
right.
what?
So may I ask you this though, Siobhan? Let me ask you a question. Don't you have people saying if you're in Jamaica, if you have like the Jamaica players in Jamaica should leave Jamaica before they can represent the country.
I have never heard that before.
You have never heard that.
No, I have never heard that
If you're
before.
not here, TC, you can't tell it in a year.
No,
Then you
but that's
wait
not
year.
on that. Me,
You never, Eddie, you
maybe
Eddie, you heard Eddie? Eddie, you ever heard?
Me not think me hear that.
Me never hear.
maybe we
But
not
try we
consume.
never hear it.
And
Yeah,
CC,
I
to be
under-
fair, and CC,
Do Rasta, him never hear it neither.
and CC, to be fair, CC, also as well, you have to be fair. You're one of the players, you're one of the man them always a complain, say, yo, why is it that when the man them get transferred overseas, them can't get no game for Jamaica, them can't get call for Jamaica.
No, but listen, my
So
thing
you
is this, right?
contradict your
No, me
statement
not
there.
no, I'm not
Rasta. No,
contradicting.
Shavan, come like
No, me not contradict what I say. No.
elephant.
What I've said is this, right? What I've said is this. I've said we need to invest in the coaching thing long time. We need to develop the players better. That I've said all of these things. But what I've also said is that we can't expect a mass exodus of 9 and 10-year-olds overseas and expect the league to get better locally. Because I've heard the conversation about if you're young and want to play football, leave Jamaica. So is the fact that you guys haven't heard it, then I can't speak for that. But it has been something that has been said over and over again. But my argument still stands to the point where, yes, we're not saying that we want to fill the team with JPL players. We don't want to fill the league with the team with XYZ players. I'm not advocating for any player specifically. I'm talking about how we come to the point where we're looking at the balancing a person who has his kids and his kids are in Jamaica, and if you can challenge him and say, oh, we know about Kingston Football Academy, we know about Ballers Football Academy. I think those academies are doing a good job with the youngsters. So I think you could, if you want your child to play football and have a good grounded development plan, you could introduce them to some of those. So that is my thing. I am thinking a lot of people, the only solution they can give you is a solution overseas, and not a lot of people have the funds to can pursue said solution. So why not give them solutions that are locally based, that they can aspire to go to, or probably can afford to have that? That's what I'm talking about.
But CC, all right, so me hear that, but look at this. If a player is good enough in Jamaica, he is going to get transferred out of the island.
I don't think not all the cases.
Not all the case. Not all the case. Not
We're
all the
looking
case.
at look at
Hold
things,
on. If a
Well,
player is literal,
go ahead.
if a player is literally standing out, he will leave the island. I'm not that's not
with the proper management. I don't think it's just the talent alone.
Yeah, with it. Yeah,
listen.
you have other components.
I don't think it's other.
No,
There are other good
ingredients.
players that are still in the league.
Yeah,
Them stuck in the league.
playing in the league.
You might need a good agent. You might need
Yeah,
just a good person in
support.
the corner.
You understand? Somebody
to help
talk
you get out.
to get out. You understand?
You might need a call up.
Yeah.
Understand? There are things that help trigger that.
Yeah,
I don't think it's just the
I won't
talent
put it.
alone.
It's not the talent alone.
I think it's talent alone. We
I
get the
don't
point.
think it's
I
talent.
don't think it's solely down to the
Definitely. All right, people. Sam J. Brook, I have this up for a long time, and there's a lot of comments that as the people writing in the comment section, you understand, making a lot of sense. Respect to you guys making a lot of comments. But Sanjay Brooks said that the blogger need to start the Pika and the politician and charge Pika or raise Chang in not making passport process quicker for potential players before the World Cup. So yeah, we're gonna start come out and start beat them people up for real.
Me,
You understand?
me reach out, you know, but me not get nobody from Pika. Me I try
So
to
we
get
need
somebody from
So
Pika
people, the late tackle is trying to reach out from somebody from Pika to get them here and tell us
Locally.
what the process is about. You understand? So yeah, we need to know what is happening. Why the ballers them can't get through. All right, football guru.
Hey, it's
Football
always
guru. Hold on, the people, man.
No, man,
it's
a
always
football.
Football guru.
documents.
Hold on. Football guru. Big up yourself. You come late to school. You understand? Big up yourself, football guru. All right. So, Mark City said, please listen to Alex Marshall interview on Elite Sports when he said that when he reached overseas, the coach said he has passed the age where he can learn what he should have known at the current age. So it have to start somewhere.
Yeah,
You understand? When they're big, you understand? They say you can't teach somebody when they're old. So when they're big, it's hard. Very. Go ahead.
That's that statement that the person made, right? Was Alex, that's why I say come back down to. Remember, you learn between 7 to 14 years old. Alex Marshall, they go over the 7 or 17. And I've said, they have the academy, them people I don't know. Do we want to send 1,000 7, 8-year-olds overseas? Because that's the age at which the learning starts, you know. That's the age, you know, the golden period of learning. If you're 15-year-old and you never get that learning there from 7 to 14, it's highly unlikely that you're going to become a professional football player. So do we want once a man get a kid and that kid reach 6 years old, we say, yo, get every 6-year-old that wants to play football outside of the country? You see, that's not feasible.
No, but that way you say makes sense, but I think that's where the academies that's where the changes have been made recently with the academies. For me personally wish it was more because recently I just found out that a lot of the clubs here in Jamaica, the professional clubs in Jamaica, they don't have a youth team, which that is really poor, to be honest. That is extremely poor. I don't see how you use a professional club and you don't have a youth team. Even if you have a youth team, you only have it for like maybe 3 or 4 months of the year. That don't make no sense. There's no form of development in that. A youth program should be basically at least 10 months of the year. The academies them know like a Mount Pleasant, and it can be seen because all of the youth competition them Mount Pleasant has entered in, and them literally win it. The U17 competition that's going on right now, the elite youth, the man them literally run gone with the league. Literally run gone left the league. They have been extremely dominant.
But it's not everybody can get up and leave, you know. Yeah. Look at the Leon Bailey story with Craig.
No,
Craig set up Leon and Kyle and them go Europe. So sometimes if you not have that level of push or money, Craig no wait for nobody. Probably if me just long wait with Leon, probably Leon not turn out to be the player he is today. So he must literally go Europe.
And the thing about
but not everybody can do that.
But the thing about it, we have to look on it too, you know. And football gurus say it's not about coaching. We need to do a better job of preparing the youths to leave when they become 18, and that is true. We have to prepare them well. But the thing about it, people, hold on, CC. The thing about it, when it comes out to certain players leaving, because if you look on the stock, if you look on the players, when they bring up the point of Craig, it's not Leon Bailey and Kyle alone went to that. He went to a bunch of players. And sometimes luck would have it that maybe one get caught out of the net.
Some bingo.
You understand? Some bingo. Yeah, some bingo and some no bingo. So we have to look on that. The net, you have to set out a really good portion and hope that some bingo and some no bingo. You understand? That's just the raw truth about it.
And we have a culture. We have a footballing culture.
And it go back to the point. So when we see some players coming in from some well-known places, we can't turn them down. You understand? We can't turn them down.
I'm not giving up.
And
go ahead,
just to point out something as well. A great insight that I just got from someone. you have to remember as well. It comes similar to the example that I gave a while ago with our professional clubs here in Jamaica. Those academies in abroad, they eat, sleep, and they breathe football.
Yeah.
So those kids, their main thing is football. From 9 to 5 each and every day, it's
Yeah.
football.
Yeah.
So what they do as well. So when they review a training session with a particular player, if they realize that that particular player has a weakness, they will work on that particular player's weakness. When you look at our players' weaknesses, they have the same weakness from age 12 going all the way to 17 because enough time is not being taken to actually work on that itself. So that's why you will see person saying that, hey, why not get more developed players to represent us at the youth level? Because look at it, look at the
All right.
Haitians that came to
So
Jamaica, right? Look at the Haitians that came to Jamaica.
Yeah.
They were in Haiti, but they were in an academy in Haiti as well. But guess what? They realized that there is a better academy in Jamaica in Mount Pleasant. So they sent them here. So you see, they took them out of their country so that they can get proper development. So it's not everything to say that. So while I understand that we want to have better development happening here in Jamaica, currently we don't have it, and the clubs them don't seem that interested in doing so. Because there's no way you can have it, CC, that youth players are not playing football for a minimum 9 months of the year, and then you want them to compete. There's no way we are going to compete against a US. Because when you look at the US academies, them literally live at them academy. They live at
yeah,
their
no.
academies morning, noon, and night.
But I'm saying the solution, the so some of the
Stop reading
solution though, the
comments, man.
solution,
Stop
as I
reading
said
comments.
before.
Stop
All right,
reading
look at
comments.
Morocco.
Stop reading comments, CC. Just focus.
Moroccan football, yeah. Moroccan football, right? Yeah, man, me just go talk, man. So Morocco football. Recently, when Morocco reached the semi-final of the World Cup, there's a lot of players that Morocco had in their team that wasn't really born in Morocco, right? Heritage players, you would have to say. I think ancestral ties and stuff. But you know what the thing that Morocco did? Not only did they have those players that they recruited, right now in Morocco, they built stadiums, they opened academies, they have trained a plethora of Moroccan coaches, they have trained a number of people in executive football positions. So right now, Morocco have over, I think, 600 coaches and plus executives that have been trained, as well as multiple football academies, multiple first state-of-the-art, first world training centers and stuff, culminating with them hosting the World Cup. But you know that's a bigger thing if we talk about Jamaica. But in and of itself, Morocco, people talk about Morocco and the recruitment of players that they would have done. But if recruitment of players was the only way to go, or the major way to go, then Morocco would not put in all the infrastructure needed to actually develop players. Because what Morocco created was the perfect balance to say, yes, we will go and look for players, but we also have to develop players, because the one thing you can understand, the production line that will always be given is the own production line, the Moroccan production line. So once you're born in Morocco, there's more Moroccans living in Morocco than anywhere else. And it's the same thing. Some people probably don't want to say it, but it's more Jamaican live and born in Jamaica than anywhere else. So you have to fix the development of football in the country, as well as fix the recruitment side. It's just that we have an issue with both sides right now. So they need to fix the recruitment side, but we have to fix the development side, because, as me say, 10,000 7-year-olds now gonna live. You cannot carry 10,000 7-year-olds to overseas for footballing reasons. Them things that can't happen. So that means what you need to do, develop the 10,000 footballers here, and then other clubs if Jamaica do well, other clubs will come and scout in the Caribbean, and then we take up 1 and 2, just like out of other nations. That's just how it goes. But we have to develop them to a level where them can increase them ability, and then some of them that don't go overseas, because some are gonna leave, Eddie and Tigat, some are gonna leave, and Shavan, some are gonna leave, but some are gonna stay. and the ones that stay, they're the ones who are going to be funneled into the local league, and the quality of the local league will improve because everybody can leave. So you know that I go.
But see,
my thing about
you
it is
have to be
talking about
fair.
solution.
Sorry, go on, man. Sorry. There's a delay on my end.
Yeah, no. So my thing about it is talking about solution compiled with what we can do going forward, but not necessarily just talking about an exodus of if a player, we see a player, oh, leave Jamaica, right? No, you can't subscribe to the idea because, as I said, 10,000 7-year-olds can't leave the country.
But see, I don't think players are telling youth players to leave, you know. And that's not what my argument was. My argument was that one of the reasons why you hear most persons say that, hey, try to go for players overseas at like the U17 level is because our youth players, they are not playing enough football, enough quality football. Because remember, up until this day and age, up to 2025, the major competition, even people still are fighting me over this when I understand how. Our main football, our main youth football is schoolboy football.
Schoolboy football, yeah.
And again, I'm going to repeat this multiple times. Brother, I don't know the name of one high school in England. I don't know the name of one high school in Spain. When I know the name of one high school in nowhere else in the world. It's only Jamaica alone sit down on this narrative of high school football. And we're not putting blames on the club. We're not putting no blame at all on the club, them, you know. Everybody seems to always go over that. Everybody seems to go over the parish association them. The parish association is supposed to make it mandatory so that youth football is being played all year round. But no, you know why that can't happen? You know why even major league and then league they can't play all year round? Because they have to facilitate schoolboy football. So automatically, schoolboy football is more important than everything else. That's our problem, you know. That's the reason why me say, you know, I have a problem with. That's the reason why I say I have a problem with schoolboy football, you know. Because that's one of the main reasons why some of the leagues, you know, because if you ask a major league club why they don't have most of them players in like September to December, because some of them players are playing schoolboy football, so them now have them.
Yeah.
So that is the problem in the CC, and that is the actual problem. The clubs them don't have a structured event. There's nothing for them. And then everybody are gonna run about sponsorship when nobody actually.
So what I don't know.
Nobody run sponsorship.
In essence, Shaban, you want them scrap schoolboy football.
Me, of course, more but always no looks. It's just like how Issa put it. Schoolboy football is an extracurricular activity. Yeah. Make it be that have the elite players them from each school go play for your club. But the club develop them. And then them go school and then them go. You're not gonna say rocks, but the people in youth them when they're really good enough to play for your club.
I think they're gonna take that. Because you know the business already. You have the school them buy players to play.
Exactly, that is the problem. So that is our problem.
It's hard for that happen.
Alright, when Money Cup done, you know, JC stop training, you know. So if one of them youth they don't have a club for go to, you know. Alright, so one of them youth they right now play for Arnett Garden, right? But him don't good enough to play for the first team. You know, so him not play no football at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel on that.
The parishes don't have no interest in youth development.
All right.
Exactly, sir.
So football guru said we're making a mistake compared Jamaica with first world country. They have been building their infrastructure for many, many years, and they are well funded. What do you think about that?
We don't have an interest in developing the youth. We don't really have it. I think if we show more interest, we can get more buy-in and more support and more money over the years.
All right, so I'm gonna tell somebody this, and
say you can't force players to give up schoolboy football.
Hold on. This is where I say, people always find excuse, right? Do you believe track and field is heavily funded in Jamaica from the youth level?
Football guru, I'm gonna ask you a question. Do you believe that track and field is funded heavily
Champs, yeah.
In Jamaica.
Certain schools, yeah.
So you see, Eddie, this is what always piss me off every single time when I have them conversation here. Everybody always seem to find an excuse say we can't compare to first world country. But yet still with track and field, we get praises because we are compete with the first world country with it. Brother, it's just that people just no business with football.
Because they don't have a chance, you know. No first world country not have a chance. A big competition.
Exactly.
With all of the talent them.
Every single time is excuses. We are not a first world country.
If you want to excel, we can excel. If you want to excel, we can excel.
No, Eddie, tell me the reason. Tell me a reason why. Look, tell me a reason why a Waterhouse don't have a U7. The competition we are going now, the elite U17 competition, right? Tell me a reason why a community like Waterhouse, which we know say the inner cities them at Jamaica normally produce a bag of baller. You tell me say Waterhouse Football Club cannot have a team put together for playing at that?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
The Arnett Gardens don't have a team participating in that?
Well, it comes down to the money, you know, because certain competition, the clubs might not have the money to actually play the league.
Yeah, but are the clubs doing enough? Are the clubs doing enough to try to get... Look on the JPL. You see? All right. So people, I'm going to tell you why Jamaica is so successful in a track and field, if you know I believe it or not. In primary school and prep school and basic school, is there a competition where everybody come out and... Is there a competition for football where everybody get together on one day and there's a big celebration there for football? Is that there in a primary level or basic school level, Eddie?
No.
Which sporting event alone is that done for from the basic school level go all the way up? Not track and field.
That's for track and field.
Because you have sports day. Every single school have sports day. Every single school have sports day.
They can run on that.
Exactly. All if you can't run, you participate. So what you expect to happen? Because kids are running from them a little pitney. But you know what pitney I do? You have some little man a run up and down on a kickball. So there's no proper development for kids to actually have it from a footballing level.
We're gonna make leader join. Leader can click on the link, leader.
Oh, leader, leader. Oh, you're there about Eddie. Yeah, see the link there, Eddie. The leader. Just click on the thing. Just click on the stream yard, leader. Cause it over.
There's no calling. Just click on the link.
Just click on the link, Eddie. Leader. Just click on the link. Big up yourself. All right, so go ahead.
No, Guru. I am not saying Jamaica doesn't have primary school competitions, but those primary school competitions, they are not as broad. Brother, when primary school competition are played, you not even have nobody that go support it. There's not much interest in it like that. Like a prep school, you realize when you look at most things now, a prep school is what has proper development now, because it's all about bragging rights.
Leader, the link is there. Just click on the link. Click on the link, leader. Click on the link.
Yeah, leader. Remember, say me and MG broadcast the U17 competition now. So it is sponsored, but there's only 6 teams in it. How many clubs alone in Jamaica? But there's only 6 teams alone. And 2 of those teams are teams that
Carpetera team.
No, there is Mount Pleasant and there is Mobile United.
Shaban, a man say you need to come with a plan.
Brother, I have a plan long time. I have a plan long time.
You want to give us a sneak preview?
But unfortunately, I don't have the power in saying. I am just a nobody.
You want to give us a sneak preview? Give us a sneak preview, Shaban. All right.
Brother, we just need to rewrite our football. We just need to rewrite our footballing strategy. We need to start. We just need to start better. Start younger.
All right.
Mute the link, leader.
Mute the stream. Mute the stream, leader.
All right. Mute the link, leader.
Leader, watch it on the TV. That's good, leader. Mute it. Come in. Talk now, leader. You're up.
Who's that? We have to move here, if you're not talking, you have to move here now.
Who's that? Talk, people. Talk.
What about darkness? Get rid of this person, Tiga.
Primus, you have 5. You count to 5.
Brother, I can't get you down me like that, man.
Say that talk, brother.
Talk,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Talk.
Evening. No, man, no rush me like that, brother. Calm down.
We're not rushing.
Yeah,
we just want to know who's coming on. Go ahead, Primus. Go ahead.
Well, I'm watching the program. I watch the program, brother. I come in at the bar still make you not see mistake. But so I watch the program. So I listen about the youth program, see? And me have a little son. I bring me there in England. I have a son who play for 2 teams. See? So all the team thing work when them a little youth in just 11. See? Basically the parents them have to pay for them play. And if they're good enough to go in at the academy, then they take them. So they start from a stage first. And not just like saying they take them to the academy like that. No. So you have to actually pay for your youth to play football first. And if you good enough to go in the academy, then you go in at the academy.
Premier, that is true. Because my son,
if Jamaica set up something like that, it can work.
Premier, that is true. Because my son that lives in Canada, he got one of those things to come a trial for academy in Spain. And they want us to send him over there, pay first before he can play. And I say, no. You see him and want him. Why you want me to pay money? But you're exactly right. I still have that letter.
Yeah, so it's not really like paying if we go to a different country, my brother. All right. You're in our community, you have football teams, you have loads, like 100 different academies, see? But you have to go up on it's like a trial, but the trial is like a group before you reach. Now they play loads of games all over same way. And then look for the best out of that. So the academy now, they are the club, the big club. When they take them in the academy, you don't have to pay no more money. So they take care of schooling, they take care of everything. But you have to pay the way first as a parent.
Initially.
Yeah.
That's you good enough
Hold
to
on.
go in at this cycle. Enough you to come when good enough, brother.
Him have some things not clear there, you know.
All right, go ahead. All right, people, we have leader. One of the top scout in
Leader
Jamaica. Big leader, welcome to the late tackle. First time you've been on the show. All right, so give us your insight. Go ahead.
Okay, quickly, because I just have 5 minutes. Listen now. The overseas academies, they always encourage people to come, but I can tell you, they have different levels. They have levels that you get full scholarship. You have levels that you have to pay to go there, and you have some that have half scholarships, right? The better players, they will pay them way everything, right? So it's nothing new. In Jamaica, what I think has happened is that the JFF, after COVID, the academy thing got out of hand, and although you people outside don't know, it's not helping football. I don't think so. I think it watered down because the people who have these academies is basically a money-making thing for put money in them pockets straight. Them business not about development type players. It's just something for charge parents like 200, 300, 400,000, and this is real money. I tell you, I've heard parents tell me that they have to pay just to probably go like a tournament in a US or so. And parents will do it just to get a visa for them picnic. You understand? And this is what the academies do. The bigger clubs don't charge nothing near that when they go on their thing there. When a Harborview Cavalier, they don't charge them type of money there and them try to get sponsorship. But the other ones, because they have just morphed and just sprung up all over the place. Everybody wants who have a whistle and 2 balls. Them literally just go there and start up an academy, get some kids. And a lot of the thing is, a lot of the parents know nothing about. Because when you ask them if the kids are with a club, them say, yeah, man, they are with so-and-so academy. Or so, and you have to explain to them, say, no. When they are with these academies, the first thing, they are not recognized by JFF. Okay?
The next thing is they really can't participate in any major tournament. Just a little mama and papa thing them that they're on the place. I tell you, I've gone to them and it's really just a money spinner thing. I won't blame nobody for doing it, but they're not helping to really develop some of them. The younger kids, it helps them. But once you pass on their level, them tournaments don't help you. But that's just my take.
But leader, the problem is this, right? Let me tell you the problem. The problem is the fight against. The fight against system we have. Because the academy them come, right? And I'm sure a lot of these people have taken up the courses that JFF is putting out there. Right? So you have a couple academy there that have taken up the courses. I'm sure I know people from academy that is CONCACAF D-licensed. I know that. So my thing about it is, rather than to say, because it's going to be a money making thing. Anyway, take it, it's going to be a money making thing. However, in terms of it being a money making thing, why doesn't the JFF establish leagues now to facilitate the development of these academy players? Why is it that it's a standoffish thing?
Hold on, stop. Don't say that they don't. Listen, JFF already put out something about what you have to do to be a licensed academy in Jamaica. Unfortunately, there are a small amount of clubs that meet that various criteria here. A lot of the other ones are rogue academies out there, and you don't even understand. Hold on, let me say something. Mount Pleasant, I'm going to use Mount Pleasant, Cavalier, and Derbs, Matre and Harborview, right? They have strong youth academies, so to speak, right? How much money do parents pay these academies for their kids to go there? These are 3 top clubs. How much money do the parents pay?
Leader, them 3 clubs they alone can't train. Like can't give everybody the
I know, but you're not getting what I'm saying. I asked you a specific question. How much money?
Know how much money they pay them? Me don't know.
Cavalier don't charge the money. Mount Pleasant not charge the money. Harborview, basically, them have a little thing for them younger players, but the older ones, as them get near on the third, them don't charge them either.
Listen to me as a leader. You know what this sound like? It sound like you have some club who monopolize the talent in the country. And it can't work.
No, listen what we are going. Let me tell you what's going. You see, in America, they have something that they call pay to play. And it was killing the game in America, where a lot of the thing was the richer white kids and a lot of some of the more talented kids were not being able to be seen, right? So that's one of the things that if you go and do research, it's the US Soccer Federation, they're moving away from that. And the same thing is happening here. I have gone to some of them tournaments and I'm not discriminate. I am from uptown. But may I tell you, when we go, look here, and hold on, let me just make it clear too. The majority of the better players them will come from the inner city. You understand? So a lot of these tournaments when you go, a lot of uptown kids are there rated, who can afford to pay. But when I have my thing on a Saturday like today, I had like 70 odd kids, right? Okay, after the training, we gave all of them cornbread and cheese, bun, patty, all of that. You understand? And it was just crazy. You understand? But the other ones, they milk out the parents them. And they're really not, look here, let me tell you something. First thing, if these academies were so great, right? And they're around for a while, why aren't more of them turning out quality players that get into the national setup at youth level? Eh?
Them answer the simple, no leader. I'm telling you, say the answer the same thing we are talking about. It's a fight out business because one side is saying you are not meeting the requirements, another side is saying all of them club here can really something bring in youth players. So where do you think I go happen? Nobody now.
Hello,
until you meet my requirements.
We can interject a minute there, second, brother.
Yeah, man. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
All right, then. Now, I'm going to explain it how my son thing works. See? First, when it does start, any little youth over England here, they have to start at the grassroots. So the grassroots are FA response to the grassroots. So it's not really an academy. And then the academy then come around, seeing and scout them. And anybody they feel like they want, any club, Arsenal, anybody, wherever they may be. Seeing, then come around and then scout them and say, you know, we want a youth here. So when they say they want him, then take him in, but they don't respond to him yet. See, so you give as a parents, as an opportunity to say, yeah, your son can make it. So you pay, but the pay where you're gonna pay is like a fee. It's like a £30 a month.
It's like a school fee. It's like a school fee, basically.
Yeah, no, it's not never school fee. It's like monthly. So it's like £30.
It's a subscription or something.
Yeah, cause my son I got two football in play now. So he play for 2 clubs. When he play for one, he play for just a normal grassroots and a Division 1 side come now and sign him. But we have to go through first, the first stage of the signing. So if he's good enough, then they take him on to the original academy where he have to pay no money now, then responsible for everything because he's good enough. See? So you have to identify the players that are good enough before the club can even take them off, you waste their money upon them, brother.
So the difference, all right, so it's the difference as what I said here so now with our system. Because I was hearing what Leader was saying and I wanted to kind of interject to some extent. What Leader was pointing fingers to say that some of the academies them are this and some of the academies are that. When that is not the actual issue that we were talking about. The actual issue that we were talking about is that because the kids them are not actually playing enough football.
Right.
That is the actual problem. The problem is not about this academy being good. While we understand that the academy might be teaching them the wrong thing, but guess what? They're still not playing enough football because we still have a club. We still have major clubs in Jamaica who don't have any youth system. It's only in the summertime.
Right. So, all right. You see, with over here now, from grassroots, go straight up to proper academy, then play right through the same season like where the Premier League play. See, my son, the same break where the Premier League get, and the same break where they get. See?
Okay.
So
hold on a second there.
Yeah.
I don't want to cut you, but I understand that. But let me just interject here now. The problem is that all you're talking about, I hear that, but in Kingston and St. Andrew, trust me, you get the clubs, they do get that exposure. The problem that you have there now, you're talking about the other parishes, right? Because
but it's supposed to be the JFF
sometime back,
over
Bay never have no youth system enough, right? There was most of the rural clubs, they don't have no interest in making a youth system. So if you normally say under 12, under 13 competition, you never heard of a Reno or Montego Bay or any of them entering those competitions because they don't have no youth system. They're not interested.
So all right, then my brother, let me just chip in for a second now. So whose fault is that? It's not the club fault.
It's the
JFF fault.
The parish president, not the JFF, because the JFF cannot mandate. Like Kasafa has mandated that all clubs must enter under 13, under 15. And then you have the option for under 17.
You see it? That's the problem now. That's the problem.
Leader.
That's the problem because in England,
I disagree with your leader.
Because that's the problem now in England. The FA responds to everything.
You see, the FA has talk over every single body.
Everything.
Once I kick a ball, FA.
Yeah. The FA even the grass with the FA response to brother.
Every single thing the FA is in charge of.
When they win a trophy, the FA send it for them. My son and does win a trophy with the and the FA send it for them, brother. So they set the standard, the rules that say it's supposed to go. Too much difference from that Jamaica, that's a problem.
By the way, your son have a passport?
That's all about now, because Jamaicans say one play for now.
Hey, me. Hold on. How much?
Am I 11?
Yeah, that leader.
My captain for inside.
Carla. What year is he born? What year is he born? That's how we do it. Not how old is he? What year?
2014.
2014. Okay, yeah, man. Okay, listen, Carla.
2010.
Yeah.
2010 or 2011?
2010. Yeah.
Oh, he's 2010.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That means he's around like with they set that in training now for the CONCACAF tournament.
I don't really know still now, cause he just
No, I know.
12. Yeah.
No, if he's born 2010, listen to me now. Yeah, he can't be 11 if he's 20 born 2010.
2014, I'm born the 10th of January, 2014.
Oh,
2014,
Yeah.
right.
Confuse the man.
24.
11. Yeah.
Well, I
So he's under 11.
Yeah.
He's under 11. Okay, that's great. So listen, okay, we don't have anything for under 11s right now. The closest thing is that, listen.
I know about the whole Jamaica system around. Me know that. You understand?
No, trust me, you don't, because there are a lot of things that have changed recently because we have an under 13 team right now in training. Actually, we're starting to select it, right? So we're looking at players born 2012 now, right? So his thing, he said 2014. We're going to be basically by next year, we're going to be looking at that.
No. Well, the guru have said 2013, 2014 can play in the CONCACAF under 15 for 2027. So
And I believe, I would believe
2027. Yeah, that should be about right. Yeah, man.
Carla, you're the on the right track. Just make sure everything's settled. You understand?
Get him back, man.
Anyway, Carla, last thing, because I'm going to come up now. Carla, get his documents together, because like right now, there's somebody coming for the current under 15 from Real Salt Lake. Because how we do it for the youth, we don't just net fish, we spear fish. So it's specific, but you have to get documents. Too after, people wait until them say, boy, oh, yeah, I'm going to go look on the youth, and then know them when the time come, it take you too long to get him documents sorted out. And it's better you have it sorted out and there than you don't have it.
I'm coming down in December for going to go in passport.
So come down. I think you might have a care. Just look here.
No, man, I'm man and sister come, man. I will come.
Oh, so look here. Just make sure if you want any little advice before, I can help you out with that or point in the right way. So, Eddie, you have my number, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can give him. Come here, come off now. Give him and we can talk to him after here. Yeah, come here, come off now. Yeah.
Just send you an email or something. I'll link up on IG. I'll give you the number.
Yeah,
email
man.
in the comment section.
Okay.
Or you can
Done.
Instagram and
All right, well, Carla, you say you're coming in December?
Yeah, I come down in December.
All right. So one of my source tell me, the big source, one of my virgin friend said this Pika will be closed in December for 3 weeks. So you have to be sure.
The third week of December, they are closed.
You understand?
Okay.
So maybe enough feasible to look about them time there. If you come early in December.
Christmas time, everybody will go on
Christmas
holiday.
time. Everybody got on
holiday.
Okay.
Do this earlier.
At Christmas, you want to come down, and do your thing.
Because I just want to use one stone kill a bird still.
Do it early in December. If you have
I understand that.
Early December.
So you have to do it early. Do it early December, Carla. Do it early December. We'll look out for your ball line, because we can't say late tackle bossing.
My defender still, but my captain inside.
Yeah, man. Just bring him come, man. Bring him come.
Man.
Bring him come. Respect. So you have to do it early. Do it early. You understand? Because we have JFF people here who have telling us we just want the ball of them come in. So do it early so we can have a look at him.
Because that's the next thing, you know. When more the ball and then come, if they're not good, then that's not good. Simple.
Right.
Make the ball and come.
Let them come.
Simple as that.
Simple as that.
Make the ball and then
Simple
come.
as that. Make the ball and them come.
It's just like it a work up back like the same pool that we have at Jamaica and the same thing. So if you're not good, you're not good. Simple.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Somebody's asking where the son plays.
Huh?
So where son play?
Where is he playing?
He play for a small team named Billing United. That's the grassroots. But he plays for Rushford Diamond in
Russian and Diamonds?
Yeah.
Russian and when Nando used to play for.
Yeah. Same one.
Russian and Diamond. Yeah, man. Them in the nation.
League One.
No, man, they're not there, League One. League One, them there?
Yeah, man.
League One, them rich?
I
think I want them to look for them, you know. I think I want them to look up for them. You can nation in there, but if it's a League One, you can do right.
I wish him all the best, you know, you see me?
Yeah, man.
All the best. Hope him can progress in the club and things.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And so do your thing and do it early. All right, people. It's about that time. You understand? We have brushed 2 hours. You understand in the program? I want to pick up everybody. Go ahead, Chaban. Chaban, go ahead now.
Yeah, man, I say an interesting conversation. Can't believe say I done this something from the East, that's so brother. But I say it still. Because it's an interesting conversation. Because we never done talk about the development aspect of things.
Yeah. 2 hours, 2 hours in that. Chaban, 2 hours, we're brushing on the thing, you know.
You make leader come side track with. You make leader come side track with.
There you go. So we can pick it up. We can pick it up next week. You understand? We can pick it up next week.
News network, you know.
New network, big up yourself. Football group, big up yourself. R&R, big up yourself. You understand? RN, big up yourself. You understand? Conrad, big up yourself. 2 hours into the program. You understand? And you understand?
People, when you sit down the show, people, when you sit down the show,
how much you know? I tell you, I hear you go. How much more minutes to know?
How much
more minutes to know? How much more minutes to know? You understand? Because we got 2 hours tonight. We always want. You understand? Yeah, man. Russian and Diamond.
Not there in Premier League. Russian and Diamond.
Not there them, man. I know it's another them, there, brother. I know. Because I look on them what there. I know them on the League One. Man. Thank you, Magnus Media. Thank you. I know, man. I look them up what there. I want them to go through the club, them, you know. I wonder where them there. I know what they to them.
Yeah, man. We can end the show, man. I joke.
All right. Man. 2 hours in the program. Press up. Travis, press up. Big up yourself. You understand? Marking 100 likes to continue. Yeah, man. And give it some views. You understand? Yeah, man. Yeah.
Smash up a like.
Football guru. 30 minutes.
No, but Tiga, hold on there. Would they talk about
yeah, man. Eunice. Higgins good. Hold on, Shaban. Yeah, man. Higgins good. You understand? In good. You understand? Come on, Higgins good. All of the crew good. The crew good. Go ahead, Shaban.
Yeah, so when they talk about development and leader come side track, come talk about tell about academy no good and all of them things. When we are talking about fixing the issue.
Okay,
so that's football group. Remember, you know, a damn conversation I need for have, you know. Instead of we get up on a beat every day, we need to find solution, help find kind of know who are listen. Right about you know, Borrell could have no Borrell. Mr. Ricketts could have listen right now, with him book and pen, you know. And I take notes, you know.
Right.
So, as a way system, but come on to the development aspect of things you got. Yeah, they are New York you got, so you see it.
Yeah.
You know, you see the different levels of development at the youth level.
Yeah, definitely.
So that is what really needs to be done in Jamaica. Because the whole day today, I'm literally I watch the MLS, the Adidas Cup, you know. Almost the whole day today, I watch it.
As I said, the whole solution everybody I gonna give you is at this point in time, we have to go stay if we can get. When them call them little thing they were watching a life when they have Star Trek, they can put on the island and see if we can. We have to go ask the president to see if he can give us some of them gold card there and adapt us into the country. I only way. Yeah, man. I only way we can develop. It's just like a while ago when I said JFF, the CONCACAF come in with a course, right? And the course will develop the coaching within the region. And some of these academies, the people them do the coaching course. And you do the coaching course, you have an academy and you have kids in the academy. Yet still, they're trying to assist in the development of players, which now going to be cheap. And the people might charge a fee. Yet you have people who still fighting against that. You see, so then how do you expect Jamaica football to go anywhere in terms of development of players when you have people fighting out each other just for the set of players? Football is a pyramid, you know. Not everybody will be at the top. If pyramid start out with 10,000 and then they finish with 100. That's what a pyramid is. Football is a pyramid scheme, whether people want to like it or not. And everybody can be a pro and everybody is going to be a professional footballer. But you know what would happen? You would have far more people being developed properly, to the point where if we are able to get 5 people who reach to a certain level, Eddie, and then we can fill out the team with other persons who they might not be at the level, but then we would have a recruitment process. So therefore, we would get the best of the rest. So it's just how it is. But we would have the best of the best from the developmental standpoint, and then we would get the best of the rest because everybody is fighting for players in the recruitment arena. You understand? So I mean, we just need to have a proper strategy, and I think a lot of people will stop need to. I don't think we need to have the fighting thing, because I think even leader came and talk about 3 clubs or academies who are doing the thing the right way, and I'm like, there's other places that are doing the thing the right way too. We cannot expect the 3 places to nurture to be responsible for development.
Yeah.
Exactly. So you cannot expect 3 clubs to develop 10,000 players. It's not possible. So unless you're telling me that the license, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, and to be fair as well, CC, as what you're saying, to point what you're saying, they're doing what the clubs are not doing. Because if the academies can do it, if, as I said, those academies are being built up without the proper structure, whatever, but they're still having kids come there, parents are willing to pay money. So why can't the known clubs actually create their academy then? Why can't a Arnett Garden have an academy? Why can't a Waterhouse have their academy? Why can't we know Veer have their academy now? There's so many other teams that are not actually participating in that. I know Portmore, but Mr. Portmore put out trials for them U20, meaning that they don't have an active team. Basically, them just want players to come, do a trial, and then them get selected. That's not how it works. You should have a set of players who are training all year round. So when the competition comes around, the players are already at the club. So that is the actual difference now with overseas and Jamaica. Hence the reason why overseas players are being developed at a higher level than Jamaica. And you know what happened to Eddie? Those Caribbean nations, they are actually having their academies. Hence the reason why you're seeing where those Caribbean nations, they're actually improving. Because once 10 years ago, if we draw a game with St. Vincent, a hell and powder was at Jamaica. Hell and powder was at Jamaica if we draw a match with St. Vincent. And the other day we play St. Vincent and they were competitive against us. Extremely competitive, meaning that they are improving as a nation. And it's all because of what they're doing. They're making the necessary steps with their academies. They are developing their players properly. And they're mixing it with players from overseas, from a youth level. Where it seems as out here now, there's a civil war. You have one side of the fence now on the local players on our side, and then you have a next side of the fence when I want an overseas player on our side. It can't work that way there.
Yeah. And then you have one side no one academy.
And then it depends on the vision, you know. If we want to win now, you know, we can't sit and wait on local players. If we want to follow the plan is to win the next 20 years, then you can sit down and try to develop the young players, the local talent, but we don't have the time for that. So sometimes it all depends on what you want now. Do you want to win now?
But again, everybody will come up with an excuse.
But I'm not thinking.
Everybody will come up again with the excuse about.
Yeah, because 98, everybody use that blueprint there now. That blueprint they might not work now in 2025 and 2026. The blueprint, it actually worked well back in 1998. You know what I mean? With local core and the sprinkle some UK baller. We might not have that again.
Yes, RN, so yeah, the U14 competition that was held last year, yeah, the team was highly successful in the CFU competition. So I think that team is being prepared now for the CONCACAF competition. So that's when we'll be able to see exactly now where we actually match up against the nations in which we've actually struggled against. Because we've always struggled against, we've always dominated against Caribbean teams.
So that's not really a surprise, to be honest. If we're being honest, those results weren't really that much of a surprise because we've always dominated Caribbean teams. The real test now would be going up against a Costa Rica, a Panama, a US, a Mexico, a Canada. Those are the actual challenges. The Honduras, the Guatemala, those are the actual challenges for our youth players. So, that competition that we played, was Dominica in it, Eddie? Was Damrep in it?
I don't remember. I don't remember. But it was hosted in Damrep, no sir. Them hosted.
No man, it wasn't Damrep. It wasn't Damrep. It was another Caribbean island.
Oh, okay. I remember.
If they had failed, you'd be saying something different. Alright, so I kind of understand where your thinking is right now.
We're not Trinidad hosted it. We're not see them winning or doing well after enough. Because there are a lot of
I kind of get where you're coming from again.
Most of them fail.
It's part of the Civil War. He's one of the Civil War persons.
I think both.
So
I think
you're not
both
really
things can.
getting much out of that.
But I think both things can. I think both things can happen at the same point in time. I don't think you have to neglect development because development have to be going on in the background whilst you have recruitment going on in the forefront. So I think both things can happen at the same time because if you want players for the next 20 years, then 20 years from now, you'd have to start developing those players from now. But you would have to.
Do you think we can reach that stage where we're developing good players, so we don't need to recruit as much? You think we'll reach that stage?
No, but I don't think that's
me believe so.
I always going to recruit.
Hold on. That is the stage we want the country to reach, the football to reach.
But
where's a lot of developing players out there. You understand? So we now fear say, yo, we're gonna get your passport, we're gonna, with us, and them have to do it, them have to run come. Them have to run come to us. Yeah. Run come to me.
But Eddie, you have to also look at this as well. You have to also look at this aspect as well. Couple generations down from now, there won't be that much players from England who are eligible to play for Jamaica, Because remember, the generation that we are working off now is the Windrush generation.
Yeah, that's the point. Yeah.
There are not much. Yeah, there are not a lot of. So maybe the next 20 to 40 years, there won't be that much of that. There won't be majority of the players that will be able to recruit from those generations will be mainly players coming from the US.
Yeah. Point.
So it won't always be England because those generation and England has tightened up as well. So there's not much Jamaicans that are actually getting to go overseas now. So you won't have that influx anymore. So that's the difference now. Yeah. So and this is where we have to give like a Mobile, even though Mobile recently just started their academy, you have to give the clubs them right now will actually have their full-fledged academy all year round. I have to give them props. I have to give Mount Pleasant the most props. Harbourview is doing a good job. Even though more of them senior team get relegated. But yeah. They are doing an amazing job when it comes down to youth development because even if Harbourview is not in a competition, they're always training. Their youth players are always training. Mount Pleasant always training. Moby start doing it recently. You have KFA doing it now. You have Ballers. Ballers travel more than Andrew Wellness right now. Every single time you go up on Ballers page, them the overseas. Every single time
Mr. That.
But them on KFA.
Yeah, I see that.
So you have to give them props there.
But remember at the end that, like as I said before, it come down to the whole solution of the football in terms of on a certain level, because if you really look into it, like as I said,
point taken football go, you see what I go on. Go talk CC.
Yes, where I say, but it goes back to say, even the thing what football guru say, it goes back to show you how you need to produce your own, like you need to develop your own.
Yeah,
like, I'm gonna say one thing, people. When I say you need to develop your own, it has nothing to do with anybody fighting against if you're a Jamaican.
You gotta hear people say that in the CC.
Yeah, no, I know, but I'm just trying to say, Eddie, because developing your own not have nothing to do with rejecting your own. We should not be rejecting our own, but we should also be developing our own.
We want them get closer to
and the next thing
about them get
it
closer.
Yeah, and the next thing about it is this. In any country, there's things that political things can happen. Things can happen in the political landscape and change the very outcome of everything. You do not want to be dependent on those outcomes. You don't want somebody to
people can come with a rule and say no grandparents and cut down
Yep.
You never know that fact, you know?
Yeah.
But if the next country can come and stop immigration, they can say, oh, we only immigrate 100 people per year. Them can change.
Remember, Trinidad have a law where they really bring in people, you know.
All right. So you can something can happen at them big
grandparents. The grandparents thing that Trinidad is not there.
Exactly.
Right. So I say
limit the amount of people where them can go for. So sometimes we have to know what we do.
And then the thing about it, look at it, a visa if you go England, and there's limitations to certain things. So even if some people could have migrated to England, get kids, and those kids grew up and playing in England, get eligible to play for Jamaica, like a lot of it's more difficult to do that now than back then. So a lot of the people, as Shaban will say, Windrush, and then everything come up to 2004 because after 2004 you needed visa. And football used to be a relationship business where people know people. This player know that player, they know this coach Paul. A player one club, him know a coach, him bring in on the law because the coach is familiar with him. All of these things used to happen. But now football is not necessarily on that level. I think Jason Guna did say that. But what I say is where football is right now, you have to develop your own. And developing your own just means having a steady production line of players that you can have and developing them to send them overseas so them can go get further development. Because development not stop when they reach like 18 or 19. It will still continue until they reach like a peak, when they reach your peak and all of those things. But you have to have a steady flow of players where we can call upon, and then we have a next set where you can recruit. But it makes everything easier when everything is aligned and balanced.
You're mute, Mr. Tiga.
Yeah, Professor said recruiting is here to stay. It has to be balanced. Yeah, so exactly. We have to be balanced. People, 10 o'clock over this side. You understand? Yeah, 10 o'clock over this side. All right, we definitely have to close off. All right, we have to big up everybody. You understand? We have to big up everybody that's joined the chat. You understand? Leader, Pyranus in name. You understand? Shaban and CC. You understand? Eddie Good and the other host. Big up yourself. So I will big up everybody that's in the chat. Football Guru, Jermaine. You understand? Magnus, Media, big up yourself. Conrad, big up yourself.
The man named Cygnus Media, brother.
Cygnus Medias. Yeah, Cygnus Medias. Thank you. Cygnus Media, big up yourself. Conrad, big up yourself. Travis Person, big up yourself. Yeah, man. Duras, big up yourself. Big up yourself. Everybody in the chat, big up everything. Big up. Also big up Colin Quest for the super chat. You understand? People, the super chat is live and active. You understand? So if you want drop $1 or $2, you can do so. You understand? Yeah, man, we don't have to get him. We don't have to get him.
Big up leader.
Big up leader. You understand? Big up everybody. Big up everybody. This is another late tackle. You understand? Join us again Saturday again for another feature of the late tackle. You don't know who will be having on in the guest room. You understand? Big up Shaban and CC to join us. You understand? Big up on yourself. Yeah, this is another
enjoy the holidays, please.
Enjoy the holiday. This is another episode.
Yeah, man.
23, Michael Jordan.
So we are play now, man.
Yeah, 23, Michael Jordan. You understand? So big up on yourself, respect, you understand, and one love. Jamaica would say, I would say World Cup. Jamaica would say, I would say World Cup. Yeah, man, they said that World Cup.